when it comes to the reasons people buy comics, I'm not a judge of it, because there's lots of different reasons why people buy comics. There's people buy it to read, people buy to collect, people buy to sell on. There's lots of different reasons, and it's one of the only mediums that you can do that with. Hi, I'm Aaron, and I own Comic Book Guys here in Belfast. Well, when we opened Comic Book Guys in 2014, we wanted to create a place that was very, very different to anywhere else. We wanted to create a place where like-minded folk could come in and buy comics, sell comics, trade comics, just get involved in the whole medium, because there was nowhere else like us at the time, and we wanted to create somewhere that could fulfill our passion. Now, don't get me wrong, we took very different paths. We went through the university route, we went through all of the things that at the time I thought, well, this is the normal way of doing life. But as I say, always in the back burner, it was always there that we wanted to fuel our passion. As great as it was getting the job that I wanted after a degree, it still didn't feel quite right for me. It felt like something was missing. And then I went to San Diego Comic Con in 2011, and just seeing the scope and the scale of how big comics had really truly came, it gave me a wee bit of an eye opener again to think, do you know what? It's not that big in Belfast yet, but it can be. I get asked all the time, what's my favorite comic book? And it's a tough one. It started off, the first comic I ever read would have been like a Spider-Man comic way, way back when I was very, very young. The first proper comic I remember getting and enjoying reading was a Green Lantern comic. And for whatever reason, Green Lantern's not a massive seller or not a massive character, but he was my favorite character for a long, long time. So the series that started that was him and Green Arrow teamed up, and it was the Hard Traveling Heroes. And that was for me so different for comic books time, because comics are all about escapism, a lot of times. So they focus on things that are otherworldly or that don't happen here. But the Hard Traveling Hero series really focused in on street level crime and dealing with things that were very, very human. And for me, reading that as a kid, it sort of made me think Green Lantern is a class character. I think once you get invested in it, there isn't a better way to enjoy 5 or 10 minutes at home with a bit of downtime. I think comics as a whole they're one of the most special things in my life. We wouldn't have opened the shop if they weren't. So yeah, if you haven't ever picked up a comic, that's the one thing I would like somebody to take home. Whoever watches this, go and get a comic. I'm not saying it has to be, something overly special. Just pick up any comic, read it, and enjoy it.